Hi, my name's Ed Blaney. I'm from Louisville Metro. I'm here today to talk to you about how you can get people connected to low-cost internet plans through AT&T Access. There's a couple of little tips and tricks to fill out the form a little bit better and how you talk to and communicate with people. So I'm going to run you guys through that today. First question that you ask them is, do you have internet access at home? If they say yes, the next question I ask them is, do you have internet access beyond your cell phone? So obviously internet on your cell phone isn't necessarily enough. If they say that they don't have internet access at home, then I ask them if they have SNAP benefits, also known as food stamps. If someone in their household receives SNAP benefits or food stamps, I then ask them if they have their card on them that day. If they have their card on them that day, then we can actually sign them up for AT&T Access. So again, really all you need here is to make sure that somebody doesn't have internet access at home, or maybe they're looking to kind of downgrade their plan to a more cost-effective plan, and that they have their SNAP card. Then we're able to kind of take them through this process and sign them up in about 5 to 10 minutes. And I'm going to show you a couple of tips and tricks that I've learned along the way. So the first thing you do is you go to the AT&T, you can search AT&T Access online and it will take you to the low-cost internet plan. Then you'll come to this screen. The first thing you want to do is you can check for service availability, but in terms of time, especially if you're at a big event like a back to school event, I like to go as quickly as possible with each customer, so I go directly to apply now. This opening screen here has a lot of text on it, but really it's asking you one question if you already know that they receive SNAP benefits. Are you from California? The first section here is saying, if you click the first box, you're indicating you are not from California, you're not part of the SNAP program in California. If you click the second box, you are indicating that you are a SNAP recipient in California. In this case, we're here in Louisville, Kentucky, so I selected the first box. Then you get here to the applicant information. It's very important once you start this application that you do not stop. If you stop after you submit this first form, you will then have to use the paper form, even if you reset it, because of you're putting in their social security number and their information. So very important. Once you start, you need to go all the way to completion. So pretty simple information that you need to pull from people. Just typing in John Smith here. He is a favorite. Typing in John's birthday, putting in his social, the last 4 of his social, pretty simple. Then you get to the home phone number. Because not many people have home phone numbers these days, and it's the only required field on here for phone numbers, I always put people's cell phones numbers. Okay. Make sure you click this box. You don't need to put in their email address, and a lot of times when you're doing these low-cost internet sign-up events, they won't have email addresses, but that isn't a problem. Make sure that it is the benefit person. If it is not the qualifying benefit person, the person with the food stamp card or the SNAP card, you will want to do the sign-up when they actually have that person there. Then at the bottom, again, it's just asking you, are you a SNAP recipient and are you living in California? Again, since we're in Kentucky here, I'm selecting the first option. And again, I have to reiterate, at this point, you are locked in. You need to go all the way to completion as best as you can. Okay, now you're at the service address. And this is a big one. The service address is where people get mostly caught up here because there can be a couple quirks with the address feature that they're using on here. The real key is if they were at our normal residential address, say 123 Main Street and not in an apartment, not a big deal. Go ahead, directly type that address in. And we'll do that right now. Always harder to type when people are watching you. All right, no problems. You can be able to submit it, won't be an issue. Make sure that the mailing address is the same. But if you are signing up someone, which I imagine a lot of you guys are, that live in apartments, this is where it gets really tricky and can get you caught up and can have someone have to do that paper form, which really reduces the ability for you to help them sign up. So here in Louisville, we have an apartment complex at 303 Access Drive. So what I want you to do when you sign up people in apartments is only type in the street address for the apartment complex. Do not worry about the actual apartment number. That will come later. So type in the 303 Access Drive. Okay. select continue, and then you get a list of different add apartment numbers that you can do here. Because there's a lot of funky ways that apartments do different numbers, it's really important that you just put in the numbers here that AT&T Access form is giving back to you so you can make sure that you get your person signed up for low-cost internet access. Click Continue, then you move on. This is a pretty simple from here on out. You've gotten through the tricky part. Next, you should make sure that, say you did a state and local event, you're clicking where they learned about this, and then you're taking them through the process. This is normal here. This information right here is that kind of normal stuff that you go through for anything. Make sure that you read all of these different rules and regulations to them so they understand what they're getting into. And after they read them and they accept, you can go ahead and click through each one of these. And then you're getting to the final portion, which is uploading the supporting documents. There's a couple little tricky things here. So click on this upload supporting documents. You can select whatever file if you send in a cell phone image, a picture you've taken with your cell phone, or as I like to do it a lot of times when I'm doing these low-cost internet signups, I like to get iPads because you can take a picture right there and just upload the document, but you select your file. Go in here, just select a picture. I'm just picking a picture of a t-shirt that our partners here made. Upload the file. Okay, in this case, you want to upload a clear picture of the snap card. One thing I want to notice for you guys to know right here, there's another little box. Do not click this box. What this does is that actually removes the image you just put on. So a little tricky here, don't click this box, okay? Close. And then you do have to make sure you click this box though, to make sure that you've confirmed the intended supporting documents and accept the images as displayed in the document preview. So you do need to click this box, but don't click the box in this little pop-up right here. And then you click submit. After you click submit, you will receive a letter from AT&T. It looks very nondescript in the mail within about a week. In that letter, we'll give you the information that you need to go ahead and call AT&T to get set up on their plan. They're gonna send out somebody for free as part of this program to install Wi-Fi in your household so you can have internet access at home on all of your devices. But that letter should come in about a week. And in order to get actually signed up for the program or actually get your service set up, you need to make sure you're looking out for that nondescript AT&T letter and then calling AT&T to set up time to get set up. And that's how you sign someone up for AT&T Access. Thank you very much for your time.